Oh, there, beautiful soul family. I want to talk to you tonight, January 31st, 2025, about this uniquely rare energetic Venus Neptune North Node triple conjunction in Pisces. And yes, that is a mouthful. Why is this so uniquely rare? I'll tell you, Venus and Neptune conjunctions are not unusual. They happen every year, right? However, this triple play that is happening on February 1st, which is tomorrow, 2025, is going to be very energetic and magnetic. You see, on February 1st, it's going to be the North Node in Pisces as well in play. It will be ruled by Neptune, which is also conjunct, making it the triple play. This conjunction of the Pisces moon will also cross over that night. So it's a rare energy to engage with, powerful energy to engage with. And then when you add to that, today, Friday, the 31st, this Friday of January is also the day of the Archangel Aniel, which is the angel for Venus. I mean, it couldn't get any better. This energy is going to go all the way into Monday. So you have the whole weekend of Friday, Saturday, Sunday into Monday to work with this energy. It's very powerful. And working with Archangel Aniel, who is just a wonderful energy to work with. So all of that is taking place. This whole energetic triple play is about love. This energy is going to cause you to explore the meaning of love for yourself, your relationships, and the human collective as a whole. So let's take a look at each of the energies of these planets that are in play. Let's look at Venus first, okay? Look at my notes here, because this is a lot of information. So Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and harmony, right? It's a feminine energy concerned with pleasure and a desire to connect with others. Love in Venus governs romantic relationships, marriage, sex, pleasure, and how you express love and what you find attractive in relationship to love. That's important. Neptune. Neptune is the planet of spirituality, creativity, and dreams. It is associated with intuition, compassion, and universal love. Neptune represents dreams, illusions. It governs dreams and fantasies and the subconscious. Very important. Creativity. The energy of Neptune taps into the creative pursuits in the areas of filmmaking, photography, and music. And I would even say painting, artistry, things of that nature. Spirituality. Neptune is the planet of mysticism and magic. Compassion. Neptune intensifies intuition and teaches us compassion. It also embodies universal love. This big blue planet of Neptune is also associated with cosmic love and a desire to merge with others. Uh, Dealing with the whole of humanity and how we as a collective engage with each other is very important. It also deals with cosmic consciousness because Neptune has the ability to help people connect with something vast and eternal. And right on that note there, I want to mention to you that on Sunday at 10 a.m., it's not going to be a recording or a video or Zoom as such. But what it is this video is going to find you. And when it does, tapping into this energy, this massive energy that's at play this weekend, what I want us to do on 10 a.m., I'm in Eastern Standard Time. And so 10 a.m. on Sunday, I want all of us to come together wherever we are at 10 a.m. You check your time from Eastern. What is 10 a.m. Eastern Time, your time in your time zone? And let's just take 15, 20 minutes as a collective with compassion, with love, with empathy, and lift up and raise the energy for the collective as a whole, for peace, for more love, for more unity, for more harmony in the world. On Sunday, this Sunday, which would be the 3rd, but I will make a short video in reference to that, but I just thought I would drop it here as well. So cosmic consciousness. Again, Neptune has the ability to help people connect with something vast and eternal. Neptune's energies enhances the energy of any sign it's conjunct with. And that conjunct just means that Neptune and Venus are in the same place at the same time. And so their energies are merging. And in this energetic merging that's taking place, Neptune has the capacity to take on that energy. And because it's a very expansive energetic planet in its own right, it just enhances and magnifies that energy completely. And so it enhances the energy of any sign that it is in conjunction with. And these heightened energies make people want to escape reality and enter a more ideal state. You know, sometimes it makes you feel like, you know what? You get into that fantasy mode of what you might want, what you think you want, and you might just stay in that mode in an illusionary way. Well, that's not what we want to do. We want to work through this energy over these next few days, because what we set with these energies in relation to love and relationships and partnerships in our personal life and in the collective, we're setting a standard that will flow from us for the rest of our lives if we remain true to the energy that we release this weekend. So Pisces, because all of this is about Venus and Neptune in Pisces. Now, in modern astrology, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. In ancient times, it was thought to be ruled by Jupiter. Either way, these are two very expansive planets and energies. Sticking with Neptune influences on Pisces. When we talk about Pisces, we talk about imagination. Neptune makes Pisces feel imaginative and in the areas of love, art, and music. And it also deals with empathy. Again, Neptune, remember we just spoke about that cosmic consciousness to connect with the collective as a whole. Empathy. Neptune makes Pisces empathetic and good at understanding other people's feelings. Isn't that something in this particular day and age, in this particular environment, when everybody seems to be so hostile and so angry, that this is a good energy to tap into, to kind of, and as I said, if we come together on Sunday to lift this cosmic consciousness of love and creativity and empathy for one another, we have the capacity to put a dent in what is being put out there. And we have the capacity to make a change to what is going on. So empathy, making Pisces empathetic and good at understanding other people's feelings. It also deals with intuition, which Neptune teaches Pisceans to be more intuitive, and they trust their instincts more. It's important to trust, and that again is a part of what this whole weekend is about. If you delve into these energies and explore, but we'll go further as we get along. Sensitivity. Neptune makes Pisces sensitive. It gives them the capacity to pick up easily on other people's emotions. Spirituality. Neptune makes Pisceans spiritually aware, drawing them to meditation and astrology. So now that we understand the energies of the planets in play, let's continue. So when Venus and Neptune meets at 27 degrees in Pisces on February 1st, flowing in a celestial tapestry of love, dreams, and divine connections, there's a melding of cosmic compassion with this conjunction, dissolving the boundaries of the ego mind. This energy has a very soft, dreamy escape feel to it. It further exposes how your fantasies blur your reality. Do you realize that you can spend years in a fantasy of hope? And because you're living in the fantasy, 2, 3, 4, 5 years go by before you realize, hey, I've been holding on to this dream that isn't even real about this person or about this particular relationship or this particular business that's not even real. So you have to ground yourself, as it were, in the energy, so that you can harness it to get what you really need out of it and what it has the capacity to give you. Neptune, the planet of spirituality, creativity, and dreams, as I said, is associated with intuition, compassion, and universal love. Now, Neptune exposes our dreams and illusions. And so what we want to do this weekend is check your desires. Check your desires. Become honest with yourself. Make sure, first of all, they're your desires and not somebody else's. Take the time to become crystal clear about what you feel, because Neptune's energy blurs reality sometimes. And you have to take this weekend, when this energy is abounding as it is, and directly confront your inner stories about love, self-worth, and what kind of relationship you truly desire that brings fulfillment in your life. Ask yourself, family, if you're in a relationship, are you truly receiving what you desire out of it? Is this partnership meeting your needs? Are you truly in love? Or are you there for security and finances, or until something better comes along? And the old adage is very true, my dears. The grass always looks greener until you have to take care of it. So this question applies whether you're in a relationship or single and want to be in a relationship. What do you absolutely require out of a long-term committed relationship? Love relationship, partnership. This energy, this triple play conjunction demands brutal honesty. It will show you where you are compromising in your relationship so that everyone is happy except you. Or are you the narcissist? Are you the one that is making everybody else unhappy? Are you the one that is asking everybody else to compromise when you yourself are not willing to? You have to ask yourself, is this the person that I really want to be with? Is this the kind of relationship do I want? For instance, you might want to be married, but you're with someone, whether it's a male or a female, who says, I don't believe in marriage. I don't see the need to be married. I love you, you love me, we're happy. No, you're not happy because you are devaluing yourself in order to remain in the relationship with someone who is unwilling to give you. And sometimes you have to realize that you can love someone that is not good for you. You can love someone that is not the right person for you. But if you don't have the inner courage to be brutally honest with yourself and say, you know what, I love you, but I cannot remain in this relationship because it's not giving me what I require. The right relationship will have a level of compromise, but the compromise will not be to your detriment. It will not be to the point where you're closing down something that you want and desire deeply in order to remain. You might be in a relationship, you might be married to a person that you truly love, and they love you. Remember, we're talking about the different determinations of love and levels of love. Because you might be in a relationship with someone who says, I love you and you love me, we're happy together. Okay, you want to be married, we can get married, but I don't want to have any children. You and your deepest desire, whether you're a male or a female, man or woman, you want to have children. But the person you're in a relationship with says, no, I don't want to be responsible for another adult. I'm responsible for me. You're responsible for you. And then we're in a relationship together. And that's it. I can't deal with anymore. I can't handle anymore. Well, you have to take that person at face value. And you have to decide for yourself how important it is for me to have a child. If it's really important for you, then you need to end that relationship. That's the kind of energy We're talking about in this uniquely, as I said, rare, energetic Venus, Neptune, Pisces conjunction. It is requiring you. I came to a point in my life where, I said in one of my other videos that I was going to do a video about a ketubah, because in a ketubah, in the Jewish culture, you write down everything that you require from this union that is going to take place. Your negotiables, your non-negotiables, absolutely not. You might be in a relationship with someone who says, I love you and you love me, but I have to have other people in my life. And so I want to have an open relationship. You might devalue yourself to remain in that relationship when you know it deep within yourself. That's not the kind of relationship, that's not the kind of union that you want. That person might even be married to you and then says, you know what? I want us to have intimate relationships, intercourse with other people, become swingers. See, you have to determine for yourself what you require, because remember, you don't get what you want, you get what you are vibrating at. And if you're vibrating at a frequency of compromise in relation to love, then you're going to attract into your life someone who says they love you. Because when I look at the scripture that Yahweh gave us, the scripture plainly says true love does no harm. You can never tell me you love me and hurt me in the same breath. It is not true. You do not love me. And if I tell you that I love you and I hurt you, I am lying. True love does no harm, ever, never. It is a principle of the kingdom empire of Yahweh, whether you want to call him Yahweh, source, universe, whatever. It is a principle, true love. And this is what you have to find in this energetic form, because you're setting the energetic inner compass, inner beacon, attractor, signal, frequency, vibration that is emanating from you, that's going to pick up some frequency out there from another person that can come into your sphere. And they're not good for you. Brutal honesty. So you have to take this weekend, you have to take this time, you have to sit, engage with Archangel Aniel. In some translation, they pronounce it Haniel, but is the Archangel of Venus that deals with marriage, partnerships, and all of this stuff. The home, the family, deals with all of that. Engage with that Archangel over this weekend with the energies of these planets and listen, I mean, so crystal clear. No other no other person can show up in your sphere to be your person if they're not on that same frequency. You see, for me, I understand if I could be faithful to you, you can be faithful to me. Because you know what? There are people knocking at my door every day. There are people asking me about relationships and this thing and the next thing. If I can be faithful with all these other things coming at me, why can't you? I heard something this morning that was very disturbing. A young woman was lit on fire by her husband last year. Young couple, supposedly in love, everything is going good outwardly. They were doing well, particularly her. She had established 2 or 3 businesses, and everything was going good. And the husband said they were sitting down watching television, just hanging out. And then she went to bed. And when she fell into that deep sleep, he went and he got lighter fluid and he lit her on fire. And when they asked him why did he do it, he said he couldn't keep up with her. He couldn't compete with her success. And he didn't feel like a man. And he just had to slow it down. It's beyond me, because I go back to what Yahweh said: true love does no harm. He did not truly love her, because if he loved her, he could never, ever light her a fire while she's deep in sleep, in the cover, doused her with lighter fluid, lit the match, called 911, turned himself in. 8 months later, she died today, 34 years old. Her husband, according to everybody who knew them, and he himself, she had not done him anything except be successful. So if you are in a relationship today with someone who is jealous of your success, and yet they tell you they love you, they're lying. And if you believe them, you are ignoring the signs and lying to yourself. That is what this energy of this weekend is requiring us to do. If I have to dim my light to make you feel great, we don't belong together. Because Yahweh tells us in Genesis that he will give you a mate that is suitable to you. In modern English, it really says in the Hebrew that is beneficial to you. You are beneficial to them, they're beneficial to you. It is a perfect union. But when you start compromising your standard, and let me say something to you women out there. Again, the word tells us, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and procureth favor from the Lord, from Yahweh. You women are favor from the cosmos, from Yahweh himself. The sovereign source says he created you to be a favor from him in a man's life. A man who lit his wife on fire didn't even, obviously never understood that. You don't need to go out there and try and find your husband. You go about your life, and in the process of going about your life, your husband that is meant for you is going to find you. And when he finds you, again, the word tells us that you are a treasure in his life, far above rubies. And when I first read that, I said, why didn't he say far above diamonds? And then I got something explained to me. Do you know that rubies are rarer than diamonds? It always astounds me. Yahweh is never wrong in what he says. Rubies are rarer than diamonds. You are very rare. And the man that is to be your husband and take you as his wife is a man that knows who he is in Christ, in that Christ consciousness. I'm not talking about man-made religion, I'm talking about that Christ consciousness that says that connectivity that he brings together in a relationship. And then that relationship expands out from our home into the community, into the collective. So come back in. This Venus Neptune energy has the ability to elevate love and connections to a higher plane, foster a relationship that will be deeply rooted in truth rather than in illusion, compromise, selfishness. Use the energy this weekend for meditation, creativity, visioning. See what your union looks like. I'm telling you right now, there's not a man that could approach me if he isn't on the same frequency as me. Moving in the same realms of Christ consciousness that I am moving in is a waste of his time because I won't give him the time of day. Be objective, be honest with yourself, forgive yourself, forgive others where necessary. Let go of all false expectations of someone else or even of yourself. Embrace the fact that true love begins with self, your self-awareness about what love means to you. Let me say to you, finally, if you are in a relationship with someone that is violent or abusive, they say you have to make a plan of escape. And you don't go bloating out to someone like that I'm leaving you. Because there are some people who will say, before I let you leave me, I'll kill you. And you don't want to create that scenario. Look at your options of how to exit a relationship, whether you're a male or a female. Take this weekend. This is about you. See, because you have to find you first. This is why the second commandment is equal to the first. The first one is love the Creator. The second is love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you don't love you, you can't love anyone else. Don't compromise on that. Don't want to hold on to someone so tightly that they want to run away from you, because that's not love, that's obsession. You don't want obsession. You don't want a relationship that's based only on sexuality or the pleasure of intercourse. You want a whole relationship. Mutual love, respect, understanding, and pleasure. I am going to have one hell of a sizzling, let me say that, one heaven of a sizzling affair with my husband. And no one else. And I'm absolute in that. And I am also incredibly happy and joyful as a single person. So I'm not, oh my goodness, I'm over 40. I'm a 60-year-old woman. And I'm not unhappy. And I'm not sad. And that's where you have to get. Because then you have no attachments to the outcome either way, because you yourself are whole. Now, family, I love you, and I will see you in the next video. And I am going to make a little short video in reference to Sunday. Again, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See what time that is in your time zone. Getting together energetically and coming together as a collective and raising the consciousness of humanity, cosmic consciousness into Christ consciousness of the humanity for love, love of self and love of others, for peace in this world, particularly in this time. Again, please like and subscribe and comment on the video and share it. I love you guys. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video.